What's poppin', everybody? It's Saber94. Got a more serious Darkrai Turbo expanded game here against a deck that I really hate, and I just really hate it because I'm not that great of a player. I always fuck up against it, and it is going to be Seismitoad. Yes, another kind of pretty typical deck you're seeing expanded. So we flip the coin and we get heads. Great. Fuck yes, Absol. You're turning up for me. Alright. So that is pretty important. I mean, I guess even if you play second, even if you play first, as soon as you see Seismitoad EX, you know you've got at best one turn to use your moves, because these sort of decks are built, at least the players that know how to use them, to be super consistent. So they definitely will get the DCE first turn and start fucking you up, locking you out of trainers. So this is kind of a not that bad of a matchup for Darkrai, maybe, because I'm not running something like Raybor where I'm relying a lot on rare candy and I possibly can't get my guy out on the first turn and shit. Of course not possibly. So I know that I'm gonna get locked out and hope I get lucky. And if you do get lucky, you usually win. They can't stop you, but yeah, most of the time you don't. But for Darkrai, it's just mostly a bunch of basic Pokemon. I don't have to evolve into anything. And I know that, okay, I've got one turn. We're going to use all of our trainers, as many as we can. Try to do as much as we can here. And hopefully it works out. Now, even though as I say this, this deck is littered with trainers. Like, I have billions of items. I keep saying trainers, stuck in the old shit. But I do have billions of items. It's the most cards I have in this deck. And even more so than other decks like Raybor or Ray-Ills, I have billions of items. You got the Dark Patches, the Max Elixirs, you got all these extra shits that you use in Darkrai. A lot of the offensive tools and shit, like muscle bands and shit. So yes, so I'm using everything here. I even using the switch kinda to save the Darkrai X here, this one. And I've made sure to ditch and do all that I can. We're going to use the big Juniper. And what am I going to do here? Naturally going to use the Darkrai GX. Get the free Darkness Energy here. And if I get a lot of Darkness Energy in play in time and start getting one-hit knockouts on these Toads, I might be okay. Naturally, we're going to favor the Darkrai X here. And I'm going to put the Float Stone on too on the Darkrai. You know, just because I won't be able to use it once he uses his attack. So put it on there. I mean, maybe later on I might want it on something else, but like I've said, we gotta use it now because I'm probably not going to be able to use trainers for the rest of the game with this deck. This is all I'm going to get. Going to use the Stretcher here to grab the Tapu Lele. Going to even use this actually this turn to grab Supporter. Probably didn't have to do this, but we're going to do all that we can. Grab the Juniper here, just in case he negates my abilities and shit, I guess. And I'm not going to play the Devart Field, though, because this deck is not probably 100% running the fucking Verbank City Gym and lasers. It's the main way this guy can be even a threat, do enough damage in time. So yes, Hypnotoxic Laser, the first card my opponent plays, and I just hope I don't become asleep. So Tails, I get some luck. This is pretty significant. Laser is fucking broken. Always has, always will be. I can't believe they even created a card like that. It's just crazy. But anyway, what's done is done. So my opponent has the DC already. Doesn't even need to dig. So plays that, uses Cynthia, and it's game on now. It's gonna be trainer lock, item lock. And unfortunately, not that surprising, but he is playing the Garbodor. And that actually sucks because I do really want my abilities. I do want my free retreat with Darkrai here, especially with the poison and all this shit. And I do want to use Darkrai GX maybe, another one, more than one actually. So, you know, it is kind of troublesome. Locking my items and the abilities kind of fucks you up, but this is why the deck is strong. It's a lock deck. It's a lock deck. I was gonna say stun deck. I mean, I guess it is kind of a lock stun. You can't do shit. That's the point. And It is difficult. It is difficult. I have to get going. I gotta do everything. Otherwise, I'm kind of screwed. And yes, indeed. With the item lock, you guys are seeing I've got a billions of dead cards already. I can't use my tools. Fury Belt is dead. Letter is dead, and that really sucks. We could have used a major. We could have gotten a major plus here. If I could use the letter, I was going to be able to grab Darkness Energies and get the amazing plus with Darkrai Prism. A fucking shame, man. But at this point, I'm just going to have to slowly attach them, manually attach them. I can't hope for much else. We got the 2 Darkrai GXs off. I probably won't be able to get any more. And yeah, the Megaphone is dead as well. VS Seeker is dead. I am lucky, at least I have the Juniper, and my opponent gets rid of my field for the Verbank City Gym. Kind of annoying, but I can't do much. I believe I had to play that because I was going to use Juniper. So yeah, didn't counter his stadium. But sometimes you can't do that. I was unlucky in that regard. So my opponent uses Cynthia again. Gonna use computer search. Ace pick of choice, it seems. All about consistency. This deck is all about getting the lock, turn 1, turn 2, depending on when you're playing, and then using all the consistency methods to dig for what you need to disrupt the opponent some more and shit. You got the Garbodor, you know, as you can see, he's playing Puzzles of Time to recycle specific cards, lasers probably, and it is an annoying bitch. Quaking Punch, lock is still going, and I kind of left the Darkrai X here as a decoy. We'll probably want to get a Darkness Energy and get rid of it, move it out of the way. But I didn't have the Darkrai X ready yet, so might as well just power it up first. Because this deck also fucking plays things like Team Flare Grunt. It's not guaranteed, but there is a chance. So I'm like, maybe I don't want to put on the active if I'm not going to retreat and attack. Okay, so we're going to use the turn again and not put a Darkness Energy, it seems. I just want to grab many and make a significant knockout. Make a one-hit knockout, what I'm trying to say, because there's a great chance this deck also runs, of course, AZ, at least maybe one, and then they can use the VS Seekers at the very least. Or I could roll out some sort of scoop up supporter card. So it's annoying. It fucks you up in so many ways. That's why it's good. So I am gonna hope I build enough Darkness Energies for the knockout, for the one-hit knockout. My opponent kills a Darkrai, and we're gonna have to start attacking either way, one-hit knockout or not. It's too bad. If I could just use my trainers, all these items I have, I could use the Dark Patch. I could use so much shit. He has the Fury Belt on this fucking Toad too, which is annoying. It means that it's going to be even bigger than usual. He used N, and basically everything I grab I can't use Men. But we do get the Darkrai EX, which is a great thing. Glad to have that around. See, this is why it's important to have maybe 2, because now, with the first one dead, if I didn't have the second one, I'd be stuck. No free retreat anymore. I mean, I guess it did bring out the Garbodor actually, but yeah. Play that down. I've got the Darkness Energy. We're doing a lot of damage here. Not quite enough for the kill, but it is going to be a 2-hit knockout at least. If I couldn't even get a 2-hit knockout against this guy, it just would have been fucked up. And it's really annoying because I do kind of want to use something like Lysander, bring something out, get it stuck, and hopefully get another turn to use items. But a lot of the times this kind of backfires. They always have a way to use Quaking Punch again. And I mean, you gotta have the Lysander too. I don't even have that. So my opponent poisoned me with a laser. Thankfully, I didn't get asleep because that's basically fucked up. So I'm getting lucky there. Or I guess you could say it's more fair game because laser is some bullshit. But not being asleep is good. So I know that at least I'm getting the knockout on this guy. And if I can just start killing him before he has time to just, you know, do all his bullshit, play the lasers, slowly kill me like that, I should be good. So we're killing this Toad. That's pretty good. So we're even in prizes now. And if I get lucky enough, maybe he can't kill me with the Toad, I survive. And that's pretty significant. If Darkrai X can get another attack, that's going to be pretty amazing. It's too bad he has another Fury Belt on Toad, but it seems he is running the Team Throw Grunt, as you guys can see. So yeah, I read that correctly before, thinking that he might be running that. Not that surprising, I suppose, but yeah. So kind of sad, man, because you know every extra attachment means something. But we're gonna have to play another one here, unfortunately. And I actually have a pretty tough decision here to do. Do I attack and do mass damage? Or do I retreat and save the dude? Because he is going to die in my turn. And we are going to use the attack, it seems. And as you guys can see, I didn't play the Lysandre. I do have the Lysandre in hand. But I'm keeping him because I know that maybe if he doesn't use AZ, he's going to want to retreat the Toad for the other Toad. That's what they usually do, to kind of screw you over from prizes this way. So I do want to hopefully use a Lysandre on the hurt guy and get the knockout. Now at the same time though, this can backfire big time. My opponent could use N and shit, but with only 2 cards in his hand, this will fuck him up too. So we shall see, but I'm not doing that bad. You know, he only needs to kill one thing, but you know, he can't get really a one-hit knockout on me with Quaking Punch and the laser. He needs a couple of turns. So maybe if we get lucky, we might be able to pull this victory off. Lysandre is going to be key. It is going to be key. And I could have gotten rid of the Garbodor to activate my prizes, but my abilities, not prizes. But at this point, I mean, I just really want to use my items. We could use a laser, fuck him up too. I run this too. It's like extra damage in this deck. We could use a Dark Patch. So many ways I can just screw my opponent over if I could use my damn items. So puzzle of time. My opponent is going to be using that. What are you going to do? Let's see. Let me see. Just don't heal the fucking Toad. You can swap him maybe if you want. I mean, if he actually doesn't swap him, if he doesn't switch, that might even be better, because if I kill it and then next turn I don't die, I can use Lysandre on the Shaymin EX and knock that thing out. But it seems he is gonna use Guzma. Very annoying. Bring out my Darkrai EX, and since my abilities are out, I can't just attach the Darkness Energy and retreat. Super sad. Man, we don't even see our stadiums. I think I should have one more, at least to get rid of the Verbank City Gym. Maybe just decrease the damage, because that way maybe I can buy a few turns. But we can't really do shit here. I use the Lysandre, there's no other choice. I'm gonna grab the Trubbish, because it has a 2 retreat cost. Hopefully it stays stuck there. I hope to God it does. If it doesn't, I'm kind of screwed. You know, the Darkrai is going to be stuck. I won't be able to retreat until next turn. So by that time, the poison is going to do enough damage. So with a Quaking Punch, he'll be able to knock me out, and I lose. So what are we going to do here? I don't really have much I can do. I can only play the Darkness Energy. We really just have no choice. I have to attach on the Darkrai and then just hope I live. This is one of the only situations where Xerosic, which is a supporter, tool removal guy, and actually fucking enhance hammer guy too, can be handy. It's a great like anti-tech against this guy. It just works perfectly against him. You can get rid of a DC or maybe a tool on the Garbodor. But I don't mind that card. I don't like that card. So yeah, it's very situational anyway. So my opponent gonna retreat. It seems he used the DC. He knows that, okay, I'm just gonna kill you quickly. And I survive with 10 HP. We'll be able to retreat, get an attack off. But will it be enough? I mean, I am gonna knock out this dude, since he promoted the hurt guy. And, you know, I came pretty close. but you know, he's probably going to be in control pretty soon again. We shall use Dark Cleave, get the knockout. At least I killed two of these fucking toads. Fucker toads. And my opponent says GG, and I say, okay, yeah, GG too. I mean, it was a good game, you know, it's... My opponent, of course, is going to use the best shit to win. You gotta be ruthless. And yeah, he does have Lysander. Perfect way to finish me off here. Grabs Darkrai X. End of this game. Uses the Hypnotoxic Laser too. Gonna knock me out like that, I guess. Okay, thanks. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe. Leave a like. Share this with your friends. Seismitoad, what's up?